Welcome back. The Midcap index is now firmly underperforming, down with a cut of almost 0.75%. Nifty Bank down almost 1%. But now let's talk about some of the big movers. We have Insecticides India, and this year itself it's up almost 60-odd%, notwithstanding the weakness that we're seeing in the markets right now, and the stock lower by about 3-odd rupees. In its recent investor presentation, the company noted that it's headed towards premiumization and expects revenues of over 150 crores coming in from exports by the end of FY23. On the capacity expansion front as well, their technical synthesis plant is expected to start production this quarter. So to discuss all of this and the company's capex plan and revenue targets, we have with us Rajesh Aggarwal, the managing director of the company. Thanks a lot, Rajesh, for joining in. Of all the announcements that you've made, you've spoken at length about the expansion plans at 5 locations. One of them, of course, will start in the third quarter itself. What exactly is the total opportunity that we're talking about here? And will there at some point be a pause once this is done so that you reap the benefits of this capex?
We have aggressive planning actually. So we are expanding in Rajasthan, we are expanding in Gujarat. So in the technical synthesis plant, yes, we have invested in Rajasthan, and this plant is going to start production soon. So rather, some of the portion has already started and will be full-fledged in full production by the end of this month. So by the end of December, the technical plant, the expansion of about 35 odd reactors will be fully operational. And in early next quarter, I also see the Dahej plant starting its production in the new plant, where we have added 70 odd reactors. So I mean to say that company has made a big expansion of about 100 odd reactors in the technical synthesis, and all these facilities are going to start their production full-fledgedly, and we will be ready for the new year in a big way.
Okay, when you say you are going very aggressive in your expansion plans, is that it, as Mangalam asked, or will you be looking at further expansion plans after these 5 expansion plans that you just mentioned in your investor presentation? And if yes, what kind of expansion plans do you have in place? What will be the opportunity revenues from these locations or these projects itself?
Okay. So along with this, we are also planning to expand at 2 more locations. One is for the exports. We have our plant in SEZ, which we made 3 years back. We are looking for expansion, but the land is, the procurement has not happened. We are looking at the adjoining land opportunity. And along with this, we have also signed a contract for a plant in Sotanala, which is Behror area, which we are planning to buy. And this plant, we wish to start with formulations, and in the later phases, after consolidating our formulations, we go for technical plant expansion also. Here, we also wish to do some biological activities through our newly found biological company, which is a 100% subsidiary of Insecticides India, known as IL Biologicals. Right. So we wish to start the operations for this company also at Sotanala. So that it will be continuously big plans. So you have already shown on the screen that there will be a target of 100 crores plus of expansion in the Sotanala plant, and some other small expansions which we are planning in other areas. And we'll be finishing our expansions in Dahej and Chopanki in general.
Okay, so 110 crore of capex is what you had planned. What will the asset turn on this be? What kind of revenues do you expect from the capex that you have made?
We believe that we should be able to make to grow at a CAGR of 25% roughly with these expansions, and this will continue because a lot of expansion is already made, and this will give a good growth. So at the moment, I'm trying to keep the targets reasonable by saying 25%.
All right. I mean, the first half of this year, you've done almost 1,100 odd crores. So even if we double that, close to around 2,200 odd crores, 25% of that would be roughly 550 to 600 odd crores. So does this mean with this 110 crore capex that you're doing, you would realize revenues of a little over 400, 500 crores? Is that a rough, assumption? Is that broadly in line?
Our business is a cyclic business. So being cyclic, for us, first half is the big half and second half is the smaller half. In first half itself, we do about 60% plus business, and balance 40% comes from the second half. So you'll not see this growth coming in the itself. But in the next financial year, you will see this growth from first quarter itself. So when I'm talking about 25% growth, yes, in the first half, we have grown by almost 25% in this year. And I believe that we'll be able to maintain this growth for this fiscal. And in the years to come, like in the next 2-3 years also, I see a CAGR of 25% plus happening actually due to these expansions.
And from new launches, you did about 73 crores in FY22. You plan to launch about 6-7 new products this year as well. How much will that be as a contributor to your revenues this year? New products totally?
New products, I don't have the exact numbers. We'll be announcing the numbers with the third quarter results. But yes, they are doing pretty well. So the new products which were launched before this year and 2, 3, 4 products which have come during this year also, they have done pretty well actually. And they are converting into the big brands, and we are going to expand these brands in the new fiscal also. Okay. Yes, there are another 6-7 products pipeline which we'll be launching shortly actually in next 3 to 4 months for the new season.
Okay. You're also in process of increasing or initiating registrations in highly regulated markets, the likes of Europe, you're talking about Brazil, USA. But you know, the conversations that I've had with other agrochemical companies, the point is that these registrations are really costly. Does that mean when you get into it, that part of cost will really increase for you? What kind of capex will you put in registration costs?
We have been investing continuously for last many years actually. So this is the investment which is happening for more than 6-7 years. So since it's a continuous investment, so the expense has divided over various years actually, and it is not a hit on the balance sheet which will be appearing on every year at one go. So since we have been investing on various product registrations, so it's a continuous expense. So nothing big will appear actually at one go. So we invest about 2 to 3 crores on data generation every year, and this has been the part of that.
All right. Finally, then exports, you had targeted 150 crores this year. Are you on track to achieve that? And secondly, next year going forward, because of the capex, etc., will the contribution of exports increase?
Yeah, definitely the contribution of export is going to increase. There was a little slowdown in between because of the currency issues in the different parts of the world. So, but I still think that we should be able to touch our target of 150 crores in this year, because already my order book is full actually. And so I believe we should be able to deliver these orders.
You said contribution of exports will increase. How much will that increase to?
Increase means I should be able to match 150 crores. This year, no. But next year, yes, I see a growth of 30-40% coming out of exports also.
Okay. 30-40% growth in the export markets next year. Mr. Aggarwal, thanks a lot for joining us and talking about business and demand in general as well. With that, we'll slip into a short break. Up next, we'll be focusing on Glenmark Pharma in our special segment, Midcap Spotlight. Stay tuned.